sun sets, and the world begins its slow retreat into quiet. Lights dim in the streets, conversations hush, and the clock ticks softly toward the stillness of night. Yet, for so many of us, the peace outside feels like a cruel contrast to the chaos within. The day's demands may have faded, but our thoughts, the relentless, nagging ones, are still wide awake. They replay awkward moments from hours ago, rehearse worst-case scenarios for tomorrow, or dive headfirst into a deep pool of self-doubt and regrets. It feels unfair, doesn't it? After all the effort you put into surviving the day, you now have to wrestle with your own mind, just to rest. But you're not alone in this struggle. Across time and space, countless others have faced these sleepless battles, lying in bed with heavy hearts and minds too restless to sleep. The good news? There's a way out. Ancient wisdom, etched into history by the Stoics, offers us tools to meet these moments head-on. Tools that teach us how to still the mind, let go of what doesn't serve us, and approach the night with a heart that's light and ready to rest. These teachings aren't abstract ideas or flowery philosophies meant to be admired from afar. They are practical, actionable insights that you can start using tonight. But before diving into these life-changing tools, let's explore a story that might resonate with you. A story that reminds us all how powerful these timeless principles can be. There's a woman named Grace, a mother of two, who used to dread nighttime. By day, she was a problem solver, an organizer, and a fixer. She worked full-time, juggled her kids' schedules, and somehow managed to smile at strangers on the subway. But when night came, her armor of busyness fell away, and her thoughts became relentless. Grace would lie in bed, staring at the ceiling, replaying moments she wished had gone differently. She'd think about the sharp words she spoke to her kids in a moment of stress, or the presentation at work that didn't go as planned. Her thoughts weren't kind. They tore her apart with what-ifs and why didn't I? The weight of these thoughts felt unbearable, yet they wouldn't stop coming. One particular night, after weeks of sleeplessness, Grace reached her breaking point. The lack of rest wasn't just draining her physically, it was spilling into her days. Her patience was thinning, her productivity at work was dropping, and the simplest tasks felt monumental. That night, as her clock ticked past 3 a.m., she decided something had to change. Grace wasn't someone who naturally turned to philosophy for answers, but as she searched for ways to calm her mind, she stumbled across a quote from Marcus Aurelius. "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." At first, it felt too simple. Could it really be that the problem wasn't the world around her, but her own relationship with her thoughts? The words lingered in her mind throughout the next day, and for the first time, Grace decided to try something different. That night, instead of lying in bed and letting her thoughts spiral, she sat with a notebook and began writing. She wrote down every thought that was bothering her, pouring out her worries, her fears, and her self-criticisms onto the page. When she finished, she drew 2 columns, "In my control" and "Out of my control." She quickly realized how much of what was keeping her awake didn't belong in the first column. The things that plagued her, her boss's opinion, her child's tantrum earlier that day, even the unpredictable future, were out of her hands. It was freeing in a way to see it written out like that. For the first time in weeks, Grace felt a sense of clarity. Grace didn't stop there. She remembered something else she'd read, a teaching from Seneca that urged people to focus on gratitude, even in the midst of difficulty. So, before closing her notebook, she wrote down 3 things she was grateful for that day. Her list was simple: her daughter's laughter during dinner, her unexpectedly, and the cool breeze during her evening walk. When Grace finally lay down that night, she noticed something different. The noise in her mind wasn't gone entirely, but it was quieter. She felt lighter. As if she had let go of a backpack she didn't realize she was carrying. She slept for the first time in weeks. Not perfectly, but deeply enough to wake up feeling a little more human. Over the next few weeks, Grace kept up this nightly practice. She embraced the Stoic principle of focusing on what she could control and letting go of the rest. She began to reflect on her day without judgment, focusing on her lessons instead of the mistakes. And she practiced gratitude, not just as a bedtime exercise, but as a mindset she carried into her daily life. The transformation wasn't overnight, but it was undeniable. Grace found herself feeling calmer, not just at night, but during the day too. She had fewer sleepless nights, and when worries did creep in, she felt equipped to handle them. She no longer felt like a victim of her thoughts, but the author of her responses to them. Grace's story isn't unique. Her struggles with racing thoughts, self-doubt and worry are ones we all face at some point. But what makes her story powerful is the reminder that we don't have to stay stuck. The tools of Stoicism aren't reserved for scholars or philosophers. They're for anyone who wants to live with more clarity, more peace, and more control over their inner world. Tonight, as you settle into bed, let Grace's story serve as a reminder. You have the power to rewrite how you approach these moments. Whether it's through a simple exercise like listing what's in your control or practicing gratitude for the little joys in your day, you can begin to quiet the storm within. This isn't just about getting better sleep. It's about creating a life where peace becomes your default, not your exception. It's about reclaiming the nights as a time of rest and renewal, not regret or rehearsal for tomorrow's battles. The Stoics believe that we have everything we need within us to find peace. Tonight, as the world slows and the quiet sets in, take a deep breath and step into the wisdom they've left behind. Rest is within your reach, and it starts with how you approach this very moment. When the chaos of the day fades and the stillness of night approaches, the mind often feels like a storm that refuses to settle. Thoughts collide, worries amplify, and the quiet that should bring peace instead magnifies the noise within. This is a universal struggle, one that connects us across centuries and cultures. Yet, hidden within the wisdom of Stoic philosophy lies a guide to navigate this turbulence, to embrace stillness even when the mind resists. The teachings of Marcus Aurelius, Epictetus, and Seneca are not relics of an ancient past. They are living tools, waiting to help us untangle the threads of our thoughts and find the serenity we crave. The practice of quieting the mind begins with acknowledging its nature. A restless mind isn't broken or flawed. It's simply doing what it's designed to do: process, analyze, and protect. The challenge lies in guiding it, not silencing it completely. The Stoics understood this deeply, teaching that the path to inner stillness is not about fighting the noise, but learning to sit with it and see it for what it truly is. By adopting their practices, we can transform nights of restless worry into opportunities for renewal. One of the most profound lessons from the Stoics is the idea that our thoughts are not us. They are fleeting visitors, not permanent residents. Marcus Aurelius reminded himself daily that his mind had the power to observe these thoughts without becoming entangled in them. This practice can be as simple as labeling what arises in the mind. When a worry surfaces about work, Say to yourself, this is worry, or this is fear. By naming the emotion, you create space between yourself and the thought, diminishing its grip on you. The Stoics also emphasized the importance of focusing on the present moment. Racing thoughts often stem from dwelling on the past or fearing the future. Epictetus taught that the present is the only time we truly possess. To anchor yourself in the now, pay attention to the sensations around you. Feel the texture of your sheets, listen to the subtle hum of nighttime, or notice the rhythm of your breathing. These small acts of mindfulness are not distractions. They are a return to the truth of this moment, a moment where you are safe, whole, and free from the imagined burdens of yesterday and tomorrow. Breathing is another cornerstone of Stoic practice, a bridge between the body and mind. When thoughts spiral, the breath often follows, becoming shallow or erratic. By consciously deepening and slowing your breathing, you send a signal to your body that it is time to relax. Seneca often spoke of aligning the mind with the natural rhythm of the universe, and there is nothing more natural than the steady rise and fall of your breath. Inhale deeply, feeling the air fill your lungs, then exhale slowly, releasing not just air, but tension and unease. Repeat this process with gentle intention, allowing each breath to ground you. Another tool the Stoics offer is the practice of reframing. Our racing thoughts are often fueled by interpretations, not realities. Seneca wrote extensively about the power of perception, urging us to question the narratives we tell ourselves. If a thought arises that keeps you awake, perhaps a fear of failure or a regret from the day, ask yourself, is this thought true? Is it helpful? Can I view this differently? By reframing your perspective, you take control of your mind's narrative, replacing fear with clarity and regret with acceptance. Reflection, too, is a gift of the Stoics. At the end of the day, they encouraged a gentle review of one's actions, not as a way to criticize, but to learn. Before sleep, take a moment to reflect on your day with compassion. What did you handle well? What could you improve? This practice not only clears the mind of lingering doubts, but also fosters growth. It allows you to close the chapter of the day with intention, leaving your mind free to rest rather than ruminate. The Stoics also valued simplicity, recognizing that a cluttered environment often leads to a cluttered mind. Before bed, take a few moments to create a calming space. Dim the lights, turn off screens, and remove unnecessary distractions. Seneca spoke of the beauty in simplicity, reminding us that external order can reflect and nurture internal peace. A quiet, intentional space becomes a sanctuary where the mind feels safe to unwind. Stoic philosophy teaches us to accept what we cannot control, a principle that is especially powerful at night. The quiet hours often amplify our desire to fix, solve, or change things beyond our reach. Epictetus wisely observed, "We suffer not from events, but from our judgments about them." By practicing radical acceptance, you let go of the futile struggle to control the uncontrollable. Instead of resisting the reality of a situation, breathe into it, acknowledge it, and release it. Nature played a central role in Stoic thought, serving as a constant reminder of life's rhythm and balance. When thoughts refuse to settle, draw inspiration from the natural world. Think of the stars, vast and unbothered, existing in harmony with the universe. Let their quiet brilliance remind you of your own capacity for stillness. You are a part of this rhythm, not separate from it. By aligning yourself with the natural flow of the night, you step into its calm embrace. Gratitude is another anchor for a restless mind. Seneca believed that gratitude transforms our perspective, shifting focus from what is lacking to what is abundant. Before closing your eyes, reflect on the small blessings of the day. Perhaps it was a kind word, a moment of laughter, or the simple comfort of your bed. Gratitude doesn't erase difficulties, but it softens their impact, reminding you that even in chaos, there is beauty. The Stoics also remind us of the power of self-compassion. Often, our sleepless nights are fueled by harsh self-criticism. Marcus Aurelius wrote that we should treat ourselves with the same kindness we offer a friend. If thoughts of failure or inadequacy arise, respond to them gently. Remind yourself that imperfection is part of the human experience. By offering yourself grace, you dissolve the tension that keeps your mind tied in knots. As the night deepens, the practice of letting go becomes essential. Holding on to the day's events, whether triumphs or mistakes, creates a mental weight that prevents rest. The Stoics likened life to a flowing river, constantly moving forward. To quiet the mind, embrace this flow. Release the need to hold on to what has passed, trusting that each new moment brings its own opportunities and lessons. Stoic teachings often center on the concept of mortality, not as a source of fear, but as a guide to live fully. At night, this perspective can be a profound source of peace. Reflecting on life's impermanence encourages us to release trivial concerns and focus on what truly matters. This isn't morbid, it's liberating. It reminds us to cherish the gift of rest as a vital part of life's rhythm. The process of quieting the mind isn't about achieving perfection. Even the Stoics, with their profound wisdom, grappled with their own struggles. What matters is the practice, the willingness to return to these principles again and again. Each night is an opportunity to cultivate peace, to deepen your connection with yourself, and to honor the sacred stillness that sleep offers. Through these practices, you build not just a quiet mind, but a resilient one. A mind that faces the noise of life with calm, that transforms restlessness into renewal, and that carries the wisdom of the Stoics into the quiet hours of the night. This journey toward inner stillness is not just about better sleep. It's about reclaiming the peace that is your birthright. As the mind begins to settle, a quiet awareness often reveals the threads of worry still tangled within. They are subtle but persistent, pulling your attention back to unfinished conversations, unmade decisions, and the uncertainty of what lies ahead. The day may be over, but its weight lingers, clinging to your thoughts and refusing to release you into rest. Worry has a way of filling the silence, turning the stillness of night into a stage for its performance. The Stoics understood this deeply and offered a profound remedy, the art of letting go. The dichotomy of control, a cornerstone of Stoic philosophy, teaches us to distinguish between what we can influence and what lies beyond our reach. This simple yet powerful concept is not just a mental exercise. It is a way of reshaping how we respond to the world. Worry thrives in the gray areas where control feels possible but remains elusive. By clearly defining these boundaries, you can begin to loosen its grip. Begin by recognizing the nature of worry. It feeds on uncertainty, creating scenarios in your mind that may never unfold. Epictetus wrote that most of what troubles us comes not from events themselves, but from our judgments about them. The act of worrying often gives the illusion of problem solving, but in reality, it keeps you in a loop of unproductive thought. Acknowledge this and remind yourself that worry adds no value to your circumstances. It only drains your energy and steals your peace. To practice the dichotomy of control, start with a mental inventory. Reflect on the concerns occupying your mind. Are they tied to outcomes that you can directly influence, or do they rest in the hands of others, external forces, or sheer chance? Be honest with yourself as you sort them into these two categories. This process isn't about minimizing your feelings. It's about freeing yourself from the weight of what you cannot change. When a worry lands in the category of things you cannot control, the next step is to release it. Letting go doesn't mean ignoring or denying the problem. It means accepting its existence without letting it dominate your thoughts. Marcus Aurelius reminded himself to focus solely on what lay within his power, leaving the rest to unfold as it would. Trust in this wisdom. Release the illusion that you can control everything, and in doing so, you reclaim your energy for what truly matters. For worries that fall within your control, direct your energy toward actionable steps. If you are concerned about a task left undone, schedule a specific time to address it. If a relationship feels strained, consider the next kind word or thoughtful gesture you can offer. Action transforms worry into purpose, shifting your focus from what might happen to what you can do. A practice that complements the dichotomy of control is reframing. Worry often amplifies the negative, casting shadows over possibilities. The Stoics urged us to examine our thoughts and ask whether we are interpreting events fairly. Consider a worry that nags at you. Is it truly as catastrophic as your mind suggests, or is there another way to view it? Could it be an opportunity for growth, a chance to learn resilience, or a moment to practice patience? By reframing, you reshape the narrative, softening the edges of fear and finding clarity. Stoic acceptance is another invaluable tool for releasing worries. This practice involves embracing life as it is, without resisting its realities. Seneca taught that acceptance is not resignation, but an act of courage. When faced with an outcome beyond your control, meet it with grace. Acknowledge its presence, then choose to move forward. This doesn't mean you have to like or agree with every aspect of life, but by accepting what is, you create space for peace to enter. Gratitude is a powerful counterbalance to worry. When your thoughts are consumed by what might go wrong, gratitude shifts your perspective to what is already right. Reflect on the day's small joys, a moment of laughter, a kind gesture, or the simple comfort of your surroundings. Gratitude doesn't erase challenges, but it reminds you that worry is only one part of a much larger picture. By focusing on what you are thankful for, you ground yourself in the present and diminish the hold of anxious thoughts. Mindful breathing also plays a role in letting go. Worry often manifests physically, tightening the chest and quickening the pulse. Deep, intentional breaths send a message to your nervous system that it is safe to relax. Inhale deeply, hold the breath for a moment, and then exhale slowly, letting each worry drift away with the out-breath. This simple practice creates a rhythm of release, calming both body and mind. Visualization is another technique to ease the weight of worry. Picture your concerns as physical objects, stones, clouds, or leaves. See yourself placing each one in a stream, allowing the current to carry it away. This mental exercise reinforces the act of letting go, reminding you that worries do not need to stay with you. They can be acknowledged, released, and allowed to pass. The Stoics also emphasized the impermanence of life's challenges. No storm, no matter how fierce, lasts forever. When worry feels overwhelming, remind yourself that this moment is temporary. Epictetus wrote, "Difficulties are things that show a person what they are." Use this perspective to view your worries as teachers, not tormentors. They reveal your values, priorities, and strengths, but they do not define you. Another practice rooted in Stoic philosophy is premeditatio malorum, or the premeditation of evils. This involves calmly considering potential challenges or setbacks before they occur. By doing so, you prepare yourself mentally and emotionally, reducing the shock or anxiety they might bring. This isn't about dwelling on negativity, but building resilience by facing possibilities with a clear mind. When worry arises, reflect on how you might respond constructively if the feared scenario unfolds. This exercise empowers you to meet challenges with calm determination rather than fear. Letting go also involves creating boundaries for your mind. Just as you set limits on work or social obligations, establish a boundary for when you will stop entertaining worries. Choose a specific time in the evening to acknowledge your concerns, write them down if needed, and then set them aside. After this point, gently remind yourself that the time for worry has passed, and it is now the time for rest. Practice self-compassion. Worry often comes with a harsh inner critic, chastising you for not doing or being enough. Marcus Aurelius reminded himself that even emperors are human, prone to flaws and mistakes. Extend this kindness to yourself. Speak to your worries as you would to a friend, calmly, patiently, and with understanding. Reassure yourself that it is okay to release what you cannot control and focus on finding peace in the present. Each of these practices is a step toward freeing yourself from the grip of worry. Together, they form a path not just to better sleep, but to a deeper sense of inner peace. By embracing the Stoic art of letting go, you transform the night from a battlefield into a sanctuary, where rest and renewal are not just possible, but inevitable. As you release the weight of worries and let go of what you cannot control, a new challenge often emerges: the mind's tendency to drift, pulling you into the past or launching you into the future. The present moment, with all its simplicity and peace, is often overlooked in favor of scenarios that exist only in memory or imagination. Yet, the present is the only place where rest and tranquility can be found. Stoic philosophy offers profound insights into anchoring yourself in the here and now, guiding your thoughts away from the noise and into the calm reality of the present. The first step to embracing the present is recognizing its uniqueness. The past has already unfolded, and no amount of revisiting it can change its course. The future, though full of possibilities, remains unknowable. What lies before you now, this very moment, is the only certainty. Marcus Aurelius reflected on this truth when he wrote, "Confine yourself to the present. By focusing on what is immediate and tangible, you ground yourself, escaping the endless cycles of regret and anticipation." Sensory awareness is a powerful way to stay anchored in the present. The body constantly interacts with the environment, offering countless opportunities to connect with the now. Pay attention to what surrounds you: the texture of your blanket, the sound of distant night noises, the coolness or warmth of the air. Each detail becomes a reminder that you are here, alive, and whole. These small acts of presence are not distractions, but gateways to a deeper appreciation of the current moment. The Stoics believed in the power of breath as a bridge to the present. When your thoughts wander, your breath often follows, becoming shallow or irregular. By focusing on your breathing, you pull yourself back to the here and now. Deep, intentional breaths bring your awareness inward, allowing you to notice the rhythm of life within you. As you inhale, consider the nourishment of the air filling your lungs. As you exhale, release any tension or lingering thoughts that no longer serve you. Acceptance is another cornerstone of being present. Often, the desire to change or resist what is happening in the moment prevents us from truly experiencing it. Epictetus taught that we must align ourselves with the natural flow of life, embracing what unfolds rather than resisting it. This practice doesn't mean you have to like every aspect of the present, but it does mean acknowledging it without judgment. By accepting what is, you free yourself from the mental tug-of-war that disrupts your peace. Gratitude deepens your connection to the present by shifting your focus to what you have rather than what you lack. The act of acknowledging even the smallest blessings anchors you in the here and now. Reflect on the comforts that surround you, the bed that supports you, the roof over your head, the moments of kindness you experience during the day. Gratitude transforms the present from something mundane into something cherished. The Stoics also taught the value of simplicity. The present moment is often obscured by the clutter of excess. Too many thoughts, too many possessions, too many distractions. Seneca advocated for simplicity as a way to clear the path to tranquility. In the context of sleep, this might mean decluttering your physical space or simplifying your nighttime routine. When the external world is calm and orderly, it becomes easier to focus on the internal. Mindfulness, a concept deeply aligned with Stoic practice, involves fully engaging with the present without allowing your mind to wander. When your thoughts drift to the tasks of tomorrow or the mistakes of yesterday, gently guide them back to what is real and immediate. This practice requires patience, but over time, it strengthens your ability to remain present even in the face of distractions. Another way to embrace the present is through intentional pauses. Life often feels like a continuous stream of activity with little room for reflection. Pausing, even for a moment, allows you to step out of the rush and reconnect with the now. Marcus Aurelius often reminded himself to stop and consider, a practice that can be applied to any moment. Before sleep, take a pause to appreciate the day's end and the opportunity to rest. The present moment is also enriched by our connection to nature. The Stoics found great wisdom in observing the natural world, which operates in harmony without resistance or hesitation. Take inspiration from the steady rhythm of the seasons, the stillness of the night sky, or the gentle sway of trees in the wind. Nature's quiet constancy reminds us that the present is not something to conquer or control. It is something to experience and flow with. Letting go of judgment is essential for fully inhabiting the present. Often, our thoughts about the moment overshadow the moment itself. We label experiences as good or bad, pleasant or unpleasant, and in doing so, we lose the ability to simply be. Marcus Aurelius urged himself to observe events as they are, without adding unnecessary layers of interpretation. Practice this by noticing your thoughts and emotions without attaching a story to them. Allow them to arise and pass like clouds drifting through the sky. Reflection, while often associated with looking back, can also anchor you in the now. By taking a moment to consider how your actions align with your values, you bring your attention to what truly matters in this moment. This practice isn't about overanalyzing, but about fostering awareness and intentionality. It keeps you grounded in the choices you are making right now, rather than being swept away by distractions. Presence is not just about where your mind is, but also about how you approach the moment. The Stoics encouraged an attitude of curiosity and openness, even in the face of challenges. When you encounter restlessness or discomfort, approach it with a sense of inquiry rather than resistance. Ask yourself, what is this moment teaching me? This shift in perspective transforms the present from something to endure into something to explore. The act of embracing the present also involves releasing the need for perfection. Often we become so fixated on achieving an ideal state, whether it's the perfect sleep environment or the perfect mindset, that we miss the beauty of what already is. Epictetus reminded his students that life is not about achieving a flawless existence, but about making the most of each moment as it comes. Let go of the idea that everything must be perfect for you to rest. Instead, allow yourself to be fully present, imperfections and all. The present moment is where connection happens, not just with the world around you, but with yourself. The Stoics believed in cultivating a relationship with the self, grounded in honesty and kindness. Take a moment to check in with yourself before sleep. What do you need in this moment? How can you care for yourself? This act of self-connection strengthens your ability to remain present, as it shifts your focus from external distractions to internal alignment. Embracing the present is not an act of willpower, but a practice of surrender. It is about letting go of what pulls you away and returning again and again to the truth of now. Each breath, each sensation, and each thought becomes a thread in the tapestry of the present, weaving a space of calm and clarity. Through the teachings of the Stoics, you learn not just to inhabit the moment, but to cherish it, discovering that the peace you seek is not something to chase, it is something to allow. As you anchor yourself in the present moment and feel the weight of restlessness ease, the heart finds space to breathe. In this stillness, another practice emerges, a gentle act that reshapes the mind and fills the spirit. Gratitude. The Stoics knew that the power of gratitude lies not just in the act itself, but in how it transforms our perspective. When practiced with intention, gratitude becomes more than a fleeting thought. It becomes a foundation for peace. As the day comes to an end, gratitude offers a quiet reflection that calms the mind and nurtures the soul. Gratitude is a shift in focus. It turns your attention from what is missing or imperfect to what is present and valuable. Marcus Aurelius often reminded himself to reflect on the bounty of what you have, teaching that the abundance of life isn't found in possessions or achievements, but in the simple, everyday blessings we often overlook. This practice starts with awareness, pausing to notice the moments and experiences that brought you joy, comfort, or growth throughout the day. The act of writing down these reflections deepens their impact. A gratitude journal is a tool not only to document, but to internalize the blessings of the day. Whether it's a kind word from a friend, a delicious meal, or the satisfaction of completing a task, writing it down makes it tangible. This habit strengthens the mind's ability to see positivity even in challenging times. By ending your day with gratitude, you retrain your thoughts to seek the good in life rather than dwell on the negatives. The Stoics emphasized that gratitude is not reserved for grand moments, but is found in the small details that fill our days. Seneca taught that life's simplest pleasures, like the warmth of sunlight or the sound of laughter, hold immense value when appreciated fully. Before sleep, reflect on the subtle joys that might otherwise be taken for granted. Perhaps it's the softness of your pillow, the feeling of safety in your home, or the rhythm of your breath. Each of these is a gift, and gratitude brings them into focus. Gratitude is also a powerful tool for reframing challenges. Seneca believed that adversity, when met with the right mindset, could become a source of strength. Reflecting on difficulties with gratitude allows you to see the lessons they offer. What did today's struggles teach you about patience, resilience, or the kindness of others? By finding value even in hardship, you transform burdens into opportunities for growth. Mindful gratitude deepens your connection to the present. When you take a moment to be thankful, you pull your thoughts away from the past and future, centering them on what is real and immediate. This practice slows the mind, quieting the noise that often follows us into the night. Gratitude grounds you in the richness of now, creating a sense of fullness that makes rest feel natural and deserved. The Stoics also believed that gratitude should extend beyond the self, acknowledging the contributions of others.
Maybe this time I'll win the love in this world. Na 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 na. Mm, 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 mm. Mm, mm, mm. Maybe this time love one ends. Yes, I will love the way I can. I really love the way I love again. And only him, maybe this time. Hey guys, tired today, guys. I just relaxing, guys. Thank you so much. It's our picture when we go outdoor, jogging the other day, guys. Thank you so much. Shout out to Brother Dan and HMM and Sir Bob. Thank you so much. Sir Terry, I'm gonna do your request, Terry, for after, I'm gonna listen that song. And I'm gonna sing for you one of this day. Yeah, Sir Terry, hello to all. Just past time, guys. My daughter went out. They want to bring me. I said, no, it's okay. I'm just tired from Thank you, sis Sky. Love, love, sis Sky. Maybe this time in your eyes. I'm just saying, sis Sky. After I listen, sis Sky, I just relax my moment from church, sis Sky. I relax my moment. The moment of truth. This time when you love me and the love into you is the way that you love me too. When the love into you, I don't care about the past. I can't want to leave you now. There's a day you want to be forever. I must forgive Shout out Kabukiran Tour. Praying for you, Kabukiran. Your things gonna good. And before turnover, things are good. Amen. Thank you, Lord. Heaven is the time to feel this one to be the way you know. There's a thing of going over and over. Things will have to try. And just not be the past stop anymore. I don't care about the past. I just want to leave you best. There's no end, no end forever. Mm-mm-mm-mm. To forget is na 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 better. I must forgive you. You must forgive me too. If you know it's not the way that was, the way it goes. There's no sense of going over and over, same things as before. So let's not be the past stop anymore. I know we love you, is I never want to do. You're the only one see, no matter what to do. One thing I'm sure within, let's not be the past stop anymore. Hello, ma. BE. Kamusta na? Ulan di ha?
Gusto kayong ulan ganiya, oy.
Nagsimba ka?
Wala ko kasimba ron, oy. Kaya nagtagad ko sa karga sa wala mo to ka ang nagkarga aring utan nga ang ipadala.
Asa Dubai ko? Simba ka?
Ano to, isang Domingo. Wala ka. Kaya
Ano?
ipadala ang utan.
Daga nakag-absent ba? Daga nakag-absent.
Pero okay naman ko kay wala pang lahat so
Kumusta na si Tio?
na sa isipate as
Ang sama yung gibati di ay?
ako nang iyang puto-puto sa to iyang ina.
Pa-check up day na.
Kuan adili man tempo to kita sa ako.
Ano man? Saan mo na nato? Hindi mo ka pa-check up. Nga karon asa mo siya kamulog niya po. Ang sarap ng gibati pa. Imo na din mo na siya kuan herbal. Ato imong iinom ba katong kuan? Para sa imong iinom. Jesus Ginoo. Yung mahal niya kontra ang kinabuhi, mas mahal man ang kinabuhi. Yeah. Karon asa man siya? Natulog na? Ano, wait, tambalan. Pa-check up tayo na to.
Kabukinan, ko nga. Kundi ay magpa-ultrasound dahil ka.
Dayon?
Hindi lang daw.
O gani, pa-ultrasound daw siya.
Putla nga eh.
So, nato, di man siya patambal. Hindi ba nga, kuan, kinahanglan, tagaan matag wisdom sa Ginoo.
Mintras sa'yo pa, magkaya pa.
O gani.
Siya ganiya. May man mo lakaw, o may man mo kuan, pero walang iyang tiyan daw ang sana.
Yang tiyan unsa man ni sakit?
Di man di kuan daw kana.
Umbag tumubag to?
Wala man.
Di punubag to. Saan man na nato? May tag mo inom siya ng herbal. As dodong? Yan na pong ko ang cellphone?
Siya nga dili siya dito sa kwarto speaker kay dengan langok pero ang iyang intensyon
Bugoy kay di ay.
Diyan, yung tapad na nako kay dengan lamok dito kay ang cellphone man.
Yan gihiringan na imong cellphone di ay.
Oo. Basta yun na siya. Yes niya, bago naman nag-gisa kay nilubat na rin niya.
Bago rin mo gi-charge.
Okay. Pwede naman siya i-charge at pwede naman siya makadula kay siya man dulaan. Kung di ayaw usa kay nanawag si lola ninyo.
Lagi. Si tata, wala katawag.
Wala man, ana diha.
Wala man sa Sabado pa man di ay.
Sabado pa.
Si Christian ang naa diri gabakasyon gikag Taiwan.
Isa na Christian ang uyab mo ko.
Igay in tawon yang uyab.
Gikan sa Taiwan, nagunta mo sa Taiwan.
Nagbakasyon si ang mama. Yang ate.
Taga Taiwan din na sila.
Man na sila out of town man na sila. Hayahay ba na sila kabutang? Yang ate dako kay sweldo. Taga Laguna sila, taga Santa Rosa. Chinese man, mga Chinese.
Laguna, ningan nga tata.
Santa Rosa ramang. Dool ra, hapit-hapit ra, pero maorang gihapon. Pero layo gamay ilang tata. Santa Rosa man siya. Nya si tata kay Kalamba man.
Kalamba.
Ay si Christian Santa Rosa, si tata kay San Pablo man.
San Pablo. Dayon kuan si tata wala na manawagi mo.
Wala na kay inangutan ako, abi na ko, sabi ko, "Day, abi na ko karon ka mo are siya. Dili pati oy sa sunod Sabado pa mo anha ko, ana siya." Wala na siguro, wala naman sige pa, wala naman siya maingon nga te, wala naman, lain man to siya na problema kay mo man to mo chat.
Sige man na sa post.
Lagi. Yun siya hinay-hinay lagi daw. Kinahanglan gyud daw pasensya kay siya pasensya. Pasensya ra gyud. Inaana man gyud ang tawo, pasensya gyud. Ilob lang gyud ta. Saman, paubos na lang ta. Ang iya lang pod, ang iya baka na magpaubos siya pero masakitan siya. Ako magpaubos man ko pero dili ka na ko masakitan. Na-immune na akong kasing-kasing ba. Na-immune ako. Magpaubos man ko pero dili na masakitan akong dughan, di na pare sa una, grabe. Paubos pero akong dughan magsakit. Mao gyud. Dili na kay. Mao gyud, ma-heart failure, masakitan imong dughan, di ma-heart failure jud ka. Ang gani, di na lang na idibdib ba. Basta nakadungog istorya, ano na lang. Palabyo na lang speakers dunggan, palabyo na lang, madi na lang yun kuan. Di na pwede maging sensitibo, tigulang na ta, kinahanglan, malipay na lang ta. Si Inday, wana nagmulo, maayon naman kayo.
Wala naman po. Ito, birthday ni Jay atong siguro ito.
Dayan.
Yan, sorry dito sa kuan. Matong gitrabaho ani anaan.
Malipay ra pud siya.
Dito sila nga Kay pa kay kapoy na.
Mao gyud. Ayaw na oy, di na lang magkuan. Mao gyud oy, kapoy na hunaon, di na lang. Moro man gihapon maghanda, magdili maghanda, moro man gihapon. Basta kinahanglan magampo lang ta sa Ginoo. Basta na lang kay Ginoo, mabuhi ra ka. Basta na kay Ginoo. Mao gyud. Mao gyud, gidala man punis pagadi ano? Mo bitaw kung giingon nimo, nga nangaon sila man ka. Wala kung gidala kanila, siya wala. Wala ingon man ka wala. Pero naman nagisiman ng sipin. Si manang sipin mo'y hayahay. Nga naman. Pero jackpot lang gihapon siya sa iyong mga tanom.
Nag-antos po mayo kay barato kayo niya matingkong naman kong lugat. Ang tablete ko sa gasto ang araw mo po mabilin gamay. Puyo.
Oo, Jud. Kinsa po, siya na mo deliver?
Ay, dili ay na si Jim ay deliver.
Dili na siya mo kuyog di ay.
Hindi mo, magpapos na siya at puro na sila mag-launching.
Oo ba?
Ako, magpunang yan itang na niya. Karoon kay wapod kayo. Kuan kay pwedeng ulan, dili man mamunga.
Kato yung mga prenda, okay kayo.
Okay, pero ang uban, wala pa po produkto kay kulay tubig, kulay kuan.
Okay lang. At least yung kwarta na kuan ra ba di nahipos ra dili na kuan. Dili mo wala. Iya, dili man to kang inday no, iyahan naman gyud to no.
Kuan na, naikang inday po.
Napay kang inday.
Okay man, kay sila kay teacher may nag-support na. Duha may nag-support niya. Weird inday.
Lagi katunggat sa una nga naglagot siya karon okay na pod. Buto na uli-uli ba matingala kanila ano di man uli basta gihulat to nila matermino to ilang kuan impito kay milyon man daw to. 5 man to katuig usa makuha.
Tingala man kung inday kay sila na ka tuig kuan di man ko ano may uli-uli.
Lagi oy mas ano gud niya na salig manggupod to kay may man po kabutang si Duday. O uban pa na, siyempre muuli yun na kay tanaw siyang anak.
Ang iya yung amo. Kay uli si inday uban
Na
na.
naman na ay. Arabo man na ay, igo man na inana man na sila aron mo samot kag dili mo hawa nila. Inana man ang mga Arabo. Ha? Bas
Lumay siya na kang gikan sa kanang panganay pa ingon na sa sila nakabutang ng anak upat mo siguro na.
Maon jud. Pero buutan man gud pod. Okay ra kayo kay maayman mo hatag sweldo, buutan man sad. Nya di man pod sikaan. Di man pod siya sikaan.
Ang problema lang ay paulit mo siya sa trabaho sa
Mao gyud nya. Mo basin ang iyang tumong ba mo uli siya dili na siya mobalik. Masigatigom na siya kwarta. Kana man po suporta god. Okay ra man po kayo.
Okay naman. Kanunay na siya suportahan ni Inday.
Oo god. Naayahay na na oy.
Ang iyang babao ako na impact niya. Iyang babao na alisambay.
Nya ang katong iya pong napundar nga kuan katong singalong nagtambay bihapon.
So asas ayuyo niya.
Wala jud niya na kuan na kwartahan to.
Nakurtahan ginagmay pero wala naman kay murag na dao.
Sayang kay ang gipundar may pagipalit na lang to niya kuan gi prinda ba? 50 mil ba ito, no? 50, 80.
40 kapin.
40 kapin. Sayang.
Pareha yung inday. Pareha yung inday pa ang iyang video kay masagdahan na, paulan na. Wala ba alaman kung mga butang nga.
Oo, Jud.
Dili kinanglan.
Hasta ganiyang kutsi no, dili niya pinangga, no?
Agar sulod naman nila kuan naman maulan eh.
Gisulo sa una pa ulanan ra man niya god, luoy kaayo.
Wala kuan siya ba? Wala sila pareha po sila.
Wala dili sila mo kuan mo value og mga gamit. Ako mo value jud ko gamit, sayang kaayo. Akong kuan ba timanon. Anugon.
Ano na ba nagbarato?
Mao jud. I-value jud nimo kay natag man sa Ginoo basig kadugayan na di mo ra pasagdan di luoy kaayo. Pero ilang truck buhi gyapon katong gipaayo.
Wala naman mo kuan.
Wala. Ngano man? Kaya
Ilang truck nga ranger na
katong isa ba katong gipaayo, katong truck.
Wala na eh.
Nya unsa may gihawlan nila mga balas kung ngadto sila man ay mga orders.
Magpahawal ra sila di anaon raman ka.
Anhaon ra nila?
Anaon raman ang mga alublab. Sa una, nabiso sa Star Ranger no, kuan na og hakot. Itong gipaayo niya itong ilahang kuan ako na gasto. Yun anak mong gumida ang tundaan. Pilit ka. Kasi yun nga, maayo ginanto.
Oo, gid ay sayang pud no.
Wala di ayo.
Sayang jud. Dan siya na ipundar unta ba pero wala lang na ayog at katar. Pero naayo tong akatar. Hello. Kuha na ni Dodong?
Wala to anang doon. Layas.
Nangaon na day mo?
Ano mo kanya ko.
Sa may sudan?
Ay nag-open ko. May nula ganun uto.
Sa may manggiutan, lami itong naibisol. Ganahan ko ato.
Ay bisong monggos. Ay bisong sila monggay.
Oo, jud. Ganahan ko bisol kanang lapot-lapot ba? Na baya pero usay okore mo kaon pud usay tag tulo na ko kahatang kanon kay sige di man mo kaon oy. Di siya mahilig og utan.
Balik-balik yan ka. Pero sa naabot ng iyang uyag, karoon lang.
Dili ay ito pang Friday. Dini anhidrik. Ay ito pang Webes. Dini anhidrik Friday. Buutan ba ya ma? Buutan siya ba? Dili siya pataka lagkuan. Dili siya irresponsible nga tao. Kay iyang mama pod magsigilag mangno niya. Ha? Tuwa na ngaon. Dalon, sige niya dalon sige mangaon sa gawas. Ana ba? Hilig siya ana.
Kwartahan gidi eh.
Naa si kuan swil naman si trabaho god. Ano man siya, may tabang si sayang ate kay yang ate dako mo kay sweldo. Ya tagaan po siya trabaho sa online din mo to na si kwarta.
Kaya asa man nagtrabaho ni ate di.
Virtual assistance kanang mga kuan international pare sa kuan ni agaw dayon ba sa iyang anak international ang amo. Dollar ang sweldo.
Daye?
Oo, si kuan, iyang abogado, international man to, kuan, attorney, after international siya, nag-online siya, virtual assistance. Ano siya, mag-ano siya ng mga sabi ni Gaubili, mag-advise siya ng mga mga tungkol sa mga kaso-kaso. Advisor. International advisor. Sa mga kaso-kaso, international. Tako kay sweldo daw ay ngun sigaw bili. Lo.
Ya, kuan ka isa na nakasal na ng bata.
Kinsa man?
Kanang anak ni Dayen.
Wala pa man siya nakasal. Wala pa oy. Bago pa ba na siya na attorney murag sa katuig kapin pa.
Itong laki mo siguro nga may nakasal.
Oh, katong laki murag mo tigi kasal pero katong bay dato ang kay si Dayin good oy daghan na kay mga business, grabe. Milyonarya na kayo. Grabe no, dili paghapon siya munda og negosyo mang no.
Kuan ingon siya abili mo inday.
Mm.
Gusto niya nga ingon ana iya gibuhat ano.
Mm.
So matigulang na daw siya dili na siya mo trabaho.
Murag gyapon di man gyapon niya mahurot na iyang milyon man iyang kwarta, bilyon naman siguro gani. Grabe. Sabi ko
Siya madaganan
daghan kay siya business oy nga napay gasolinahan, ana poy kuan beauty tong kuan ba pang pagwapa na pod. Beauty lens. Murag kay Dr. Abelo ba? Itong pampagwapa ba? Beauty lens niya bago na po nagbukas, pagadian.
man dati karon pa ko magkamati ana man.
Na, pwede ka dito magpakuan oy, magpakinis sa imong nawong. Pwede kang magpakuan, patangos imong ilong, ana ba? Pa
Dati sa busan.
naman tos pagadin iya betong gipost sa Facebook kita.
Wala mo ko kita.
Na tanaw ka sa Facebook daghan siya daghan kay siya mga advertisement dito ko grabe gani sigaw dayon oh good pull sig negosyo
Lagi do sir bago siya din.
ha
Sa ginutan.
lagi oy
Sa ginutan.
ingon lagi
Dili ko.
mahimot lagi ko ingon sigaw Billy grabe si ate gaw bisan og dako na kay siya income gaw grabe yapon gaw magsige na lang siya kuan magkwenta siya parte sa mga gasto ingko ingnan daw si gaw gaga daw maingon nga na ako ate dili na ko magkwenta oy mang mahalaga na ay gastuson lahi man ko ana po siya magaguol sigaw dayon kung makagastos sila dako kung gaguol
Dili na sa pundayin kay o bahin sa kuan ang iyang mga dili wala niya bitaw dili bitaw siya nga hambog.
o lagi dili gid siya hambog hambol kay siya
Iyang mga panutan para sa sudaan kanang mga isda ang gagmay.
oh mao gyud iyang paborito inana na gyud siya mang iyang pagka milyonarya ba nagpabilin gyapon siyang hambol bisag dahan na siya kwarta dili siya pares atong dili gyud sila pares anong 'di ba dato na sila or ano dapat living in a yaman na talaga yung living nila pero siya dili jud pobre gyapon ang iyang kuan style of pagkakuan
Gamit. Yung gamit kung sinubre lang gyapon.
pinobre ka
Ay
ay
tao nga sumok maasinso.
mao gani
Tironi po dili ko roni.
na magsige oh team up jud sila na man gud na swerte man gud ng tao daw mang team up man sila si Inday swertihon man pud si Inday oy galing lang dali ra mo awas
Dili man kay aniya kusog mo gasto.
lagi mao gani dapat iya kanang mugastos siya yang pinikito yang kini sa balay mao ni ana unta to ba ilain-lain unta niya aron dili jud siya dili niya mahurot ang iyang kuan income
Gusto niyang paliton na palit niya. Magulay bili and kuan.
wa gyapon di siya nausab nga wa naman si kuan di naman pare sa una
Mamili na siya pag mga ukay.
okay ra mga tag 5 tag 10 okay ra tag 50 artihon manggut ning bata agud kinahanglan jud na siya bag-o isuot kada sige daghan kay glabhonon magtipon og
Yung anak sa unang kuan siya posting pa na.
ang gani oy
Anak ako matay na tigulang na ko pero kani ako na mga itaw na kadilaw og makeup.
mao good mao lagi ako pun lipstick ra man ko in taon oy mao ra man na ako
Kasi lang text ni mandike ni baba. Ay, nabit.
Ako lipstick ra, dayon pulbos, moro na akong kuan, tambal sa akong nawong igor. Inana rin ko kumulakaw, di jud ko magkuan.
Kanya diya na sus. Nus-nus, yung paniti na lang na.
Pero inom gyapon siya herbal katong inyong ginainom.
Oh, mainom magyapon siya.
Maayo kay mo inom gyapon.
Di man tumupili og inon sa usap ng ganito. Wate.
Anong wati? Naday wati. Katakot man po ng wati.
Dili dikan pa. Ugnay itambag mo na herbal mo na mula yan.
Oh.
Di parang tiyo ni mo. Uyam-it mo noon.
Oy.
Sa ano to na.
Katakot.
Kung mainom ko siya yun pagkasunod, wala na, malimot na. Alam mo, sige na matagungit.
Pero kuan imo pamation si Tiyo mang ba kung magsisiyag mulo, imo ding patambalan na, imo dadon ba hangyoon imo. Mar kung gusto ka pa mabuhi.
Ang ingnan, imo karon kay murag kaya pa. Mato deta mapa.
Check up ba aron makabalot ta.
Dili mo daw. Kung hindi balot.
Na. Kung magsigig mulo, okay ra na og talagsa sa kabulan kapila man siya gamulo.
Na. Wala ra may akong tanaw mo. Wala ra man. Kanang iyang tiyan lagi ko no mahugot. So iba gumuhugot nga ang kanang magpumpo na sa tiko po na gitaman iniktuyan. Mo na.
Si anhing papa sa una unsa mo tay ginamulo niya ma?
Murang magtuoy kanang ang iyang tiyan nagahi mo.
Nya si Tiyo gagahi pod. Unsa man na?
Wala ako bubuk pa na yung tiyan.
Pero si ingon man ka si Tiyo manghugot. Unsa ka to manghugot? Unsa man?
Hugot ay kuno ini kuan kanang
Pero imong hikapon. Pero imong hikapon hindi li gahi.
Oh, ako gutong gihikap ko niya. Di ko. Ito nga naman na biwan. Hindi kayo po siya. Murag na-diabetic ba? Kusang po kayo mo. Patamis yung kape nga. Tamis kayo.
Pero si anhing papa sa na kung imong hikapon gahi jud yan tiyan.
Dahil ganyan tayo mo simento.
Pero si Tiyo dili gahi.
Di man kahit nang yung tiyan. Mingon siya nga.
Iyarang paminaw.
Ang atong tiyan. Dahil na kuan kay alang-alang na matay kinain. Kay lalo. Akong giinan ipahilot ko na yung kuan kay basig sukayan ni mong kabuhi.
Hello daw ingon si Brother Dan mang hello daw nag-live manggod ko. Kumusta na daw ka anak si Dan? Uyab ni Inday tata ba? Tayo ni si Tiyo na wa po si Hilanat ana.
Ito lang kasuka ditong gitan dito sa garden lagi anang buntag ang kape siya ang ini pare saging. Saging mga kasaba. Tapos pa nang buntag ingon ko ay napagbalik dito kay init na. Igo na lang tayo ka mga to dito uli umahaw. Pundo na. Adi kay balo ko ano mo pud ay balik ko ano sa patong.
Di jud siya dili po siguro siya mahimutang ba kung nara siya sa balay basig ganahan po siya nga mag ano siya nasa hikap-hikapon.
Ini karon ito nga ikaw di ko katuwa na bahala ko sa ikaw kung hindi istorya niya wala niya mangita ka asa magalaka naman hinuon kaning mag-ato ka puta.
Mao gyud. Syempre.
Kaya pare ato dito sa simbahan o. Sa simbahan wala si Inday dito asa man siya kapwa. Wala tabang niya dito.
Napoy tabangan po siya sa Ginoo. Naapoy Ginoo mo tabang niya. Mao na. Nagsiman po siya ampo.
O wala si Inday ato ni Gayuna asa man siya ito siya nabilin dito sa simbahan.
Naman po siya mga kilala. Naman po siya kaila dito.
At kung ganyan silang liklik atua, kinamti yang isubo, atua, pa, inday pe, si inday
Kinsa nga bikbik?
ato kay,
Kinsa?
late nga, anak ni Huling,
Ah,
late ba, kay, presidente, siguro na sa simbahan.
pero si Dolpo wala dito.
Ang idulpo po niya, napod, napod,
Lobat na po.
dagdag po pa yung batik,
Mm.
tilaon,
Pila na ganito edad ni Tiyo, ma? Pila na edad ni Tiyo?
25,
Ikaw, pila na edad ni mo?
29.
Mas bata pa man gani si Tiyo ni mo?
O gani, yun po, tapos sila, saan naman ang tao nito. Puguso lang siya tayo sa mga ba.
Di wala siya strategy ba? Dapat na siya mga strategy para kuan ba? Ang lawas ra gyud iyang puhunan. Kinahanglan lawas ra maglihok. Dapat lawas ug utok maglihok aron matching siya ba? Aron dali ra siya.
Pugo man siya tayo, tutok.
Hmm.
Pero lang na siya, murag siya,
Di na siya maminaw. Kay naanad naman gud siya sa iyang batasan mang dugay naman gud siya inaana.
kaya ginang batasan sila ni di po nino matulog.
Pero sa una dili ba na siya nana, no?
Di pa nga ate, yung nana, pero lahi na siya tayo,
Maminaw man siyang imong tambagan sa una.
lahi na siya, adi, sa una, tuman, kaya po na siya iyan, mayroon sa una kay, di po naglawa, karon kay, nagkagulat, nagkabok na kayo.
Ulang eh. Pero pag magsulong na pud mang, ipakuan mang ipa-check up. Padalaan ako siya pampa-check up, ingnaon niya siya.
Ay, may kwarta ko siya. Ay, kabalata ng kwarta ka na, ay kwarta ko yan po.
Okay, luoy pud di ni mo pa-check up, wa kay kauban din ha. Ikaw ra usa. Maluoy gini.
Alang-alang mo po na og atuan ng guyuron.
Di pa karon ba pila naman kasugmat niya karong bulana, mao po may pagkuan sa bulan.
Wala man na yung kuan og sukat. Kato lang ang suka siya.
Katura ka usara.
O katura mang o katong dito sa lima ikaduha.
Ah.
Diba iniron nga. Kuyapan siya kay, ano po, nakuyapan siya dito. Wala pamahaw. Wala pamahaw kay, anang buntag sa'yo, pastinan kay, di ka mami ato, nanguhagutan. Ngayon na, may putaan. Inita lang, wala po pinig-init. Kung ano, nagkape. Kung ano, pan, pan, then lakaw. Hindi ba pa, layo ang litian.
Abi niya okay ra ang pan, basig mo to pan ra na wa niya ka kuan kasugakod.
Unsa man ka man, karag-karag ka man diha. Asa mo ka nga, di ka mga babahaw. Isa, dali sa mga hindi ko dali ra ka, nalayo na to. Naman, unta ka na matisudan dito sa kuan, refi mo, unta nang takaan, agi init. Ngapi naman ko, anak siya. Ayos siya. Kaya wala makikitiinday. Magkay, dito siya, bisag may kwartang. Mura mag...
Pero na siya kwarta sa mahadlok siya musakay.
Ano na siya, mao mga klase ka. Yan, parente si aning papa ni maug si aning permit.
Sa ni papa day mag-hike ra day ito.
Oo, hike to sila. Gikag labangan, hike naman sa duha kay Pait Kulapo. Na karon
si aning tatay mag-hike pod sa una?
Oo, sila duha kay magtiyog nang to sila magbuhi sa yuta. Ang iplite nila, ilang i-hike kay ipalit Kulapo lagi.
Ato labangan sa una mag-hike sila. Uy, kalayo ato.
Kalayo gani. Musting gyud niya, may namdong ko niya ba kay mag-hike naman siya. Ato parokya nila yung baya to. Na makita ni Carlos, ihatod na siya dito. Nga, akong giingnan, ikaw. Na naman kay gibate, na naman kay di naman kakagwan tao. Kanang kahit siguro, di na takapot na namudawat. Kay PT na kainay mong lawas.
Dayon.
O ito maglantag. Lawas mo na bukog mo na nahapi.
May unsa pud siya.
Amot asa pag yan kinaon na kusog mo puntang kaon.
Basig inana na gyud na siya. Inana na gyud siya mang. Pero pag nasamad siya mang maayo po dayon.
Dali naman.
Wala na diabetic kana bitong na diabetic mang kung masama dugay kay maayo.
Hindi naman kung maayo.
Wala na siya diabetic mang. Wala na siya diabetic. Ang iya siguro kanang pagkaon niya kay kusog man siya mulihok-lihok, dali ra ma-digest. Kay kusog man siya mong lakaw-lakaw adto bisag asa. Muna.
Sige na ko na po yung tanang pag-hike lagi hindi ka po yan. Hindi ko anak.
Mao gyud. Anong ma-hike man naman ta ikaplite.
Ako magbulang lagi ko niya. Apan kan man ko mo sana mas uptick pa man kung lihok niya noon. Kaya nga pati nag-iminay niya. Inay kayo.
Yung paminaw mang masigluyan na ba yung mga lawas, iyang pugos-puguson, basig dili siya gusto nga mutigil lang siya. Ana siguro.
Pero akong paminaw po, luya po, di na po lang kasi ang kuwan. Kapoy na yung kahit tanawon, di nakita ang liyok. Pero mas po man kumulak ko.
Inig makatulog siya, mabaskog na pud siya.
Di man, inig mataan na. Niya ikuan na, baskog man mulakaw, inig atong simbahan. Niya, mamao ko na ng kuan niya. Sama mo na rin.
Pero parte sa Ginoo, abtik siya.
Oo, mangina siya mo palpak. Kada simba, kada Domingo di na mo palpak.
Mubasa gyapon siya Biblia.
Pabasa ko naman gyapon. Yan mo lagi matutulungan sa masawayan.
Hinay gyapon.
Yan kusog na kaya kung iyan, kung sa mabugo magbasa nga mura mag-imurang lubot na kadungog.
Pero karon kusog na. Ang iya bitong kusog siguro mang naa sa pagserbisyo sa Ginoo galing usahay siguro kanang mawad-an siya kusog kanang maluya siya kana siguro masubrahan siya trabaho kay kung muadtog simbahan abtik man ka.
Wala naman na si ingon nga na ay trabaho nga puting aguan di kanira maungutan tipong kay harbe o magguna na siya, hindi ka po ingon nga lahutay niya sa kadlaw. Dakit-dakit raman kay among garden doon. Galay raman tinangkong, mara mo na.
Dayon,
umong rin kami magpunduha dito. Paghakot, usahay, magpungat ko kay mga tabang na kalos, mga bata pagtabang maghakot ikan sa ubos sa ingon sa karsada ra. Kay sakay mo na motor, pakyaw mo po ng motor pa ingon rin sa balay. Nya karon kay magkuan man na siya iyan man ang balaon o dokdoon kapawa lagi na si friends kay nasa na siyo mga bata kabangan man nila kako nya si tiyo ni mo kay ako po man siya pa man yung balaon kay maglukbo yapan sige sa bawat na ako maganda sa inyo. Ang tamay bayo, mo diskanso sa kaluan. Diskanso sa garden.
Asa po siya.
Okay. Naman po po. Wala na kuan kay di mo po kalahutay anang kanapag okay na po mamuha. Pero ang pagluklo pa ingon ko taas di na po okay. Bahala ka ng gabi na diha. Total, na ay mga hatulugan na ginagmay na lang na nakataon ginagmay sa may mayo sa Cebu bakasyon ka dito na mo kay daghan dito mga pagumangkon pwede ka tayong wili so mas mama bugo naman nung nailipati
Luoy po dili na po na siya mo adto man kay naayanad naman siya diha nimo.
Dili na siya, mag-usap ko dito. Wala naman gali ko isuon dito.
O gani, sa imuha na lang jud na siya.
Ano yun ang sabire, karon magkita makalingkawa ka ng garden ako. Kaya di man ka makapuyo. Okay naman ang mong garden. Daklit lang ba?
Lagi, pero naanad naman siya nimo, mas naanad man siya din ha sa imuha.
Nag-ipot siya ko lang, kaya yung isuon, at lagdabaw, wala may pagpagad niya.
Mao gani. Kaya siyempre, diha naman gud siya nagdugay na kaayo. Sa imuha na siya ba? Mo nang, siguro, ang kuan, ang iyang pakiramdam, dili man po ka diari niya, man po kay laing balay. So, dili di gud ingon. Diha jud na siya sa imuha, hangtod-hangtod.
Okay naman kay, mana sa kuan sa imong giindrahan dire. Pero ang gusto mo, makalulingaya, bakit ba? Ikaw,
Kuan po diyang iya po siyang hinahuna, makagasto po siya bubakasyon siya.
yes, alam mo, lupad.
Gasto man siya, naada siya kwarta tinigam.
Sabi ako na hindi kato sa una, naman natin kung sagot, wala pa natin. Ka-entra atong aman-aman. Oo. Ay, ipupusap sa pildi ato ay.
O ba?
Dito, katong isa po niya, iingkuhan ni Carlos. So, tingalan ako.
Katong,
Hindi nga po, 10,000.
pero karon wala na mo nang intra, ana. Wala na mo nang intra.
Mingaw naman na. Then, palikod og traktor na daot. Oo. Dahil na ay nabilin, kung ipapansak sa go-off.
Muna na iyang kwarta.
Ayan na. Pwede gamay. Pero di na ginakasuga ko tutupad. Pero kung hilingan niya, kung problema na tayo gamay kwarta din ako mag-check up na.
Mao gani. Pa-check up kay ang kinabuhi sa tawo usara. Ang kwarta dali ra na makit-an.
Adlok siya kay kuan kanan sa ngalan na.
Masig dakog tambal.
Dili gawan sa lang. Ingon natin doktor operahan.
Hadlok siya operahan.
Tigulan na. Hindi na mo gusto. Marian gusto.
Gani. Pero si Guso, tiguang naman to kayo good man. Anhing Guso? Okay ra ka ito siya, oy. Di, oy. Tiguang na biya to, ma? Kisa may tiguang nilang ayas, be?
Tigulan si Ayas.
Si Ayas, manggod, wa manggod to, kuan. Way asawa ba niya siya, kay mobira pa manggod to.
Si Ayas niya. That-on, maganis mga anak dito, mga kuan. Sana amatan.
Yan.
Binahon.
Tigulan, di man to kadungog.
Pero karon na, okay kay na naman ka matilin. Dili siya makakuan ay kay mo trabaho mo yun. Ang mga saging at bang ato doon itong chile sa material eh. Pwede dagan akong pinanong.
Yeah. Tambok ka ito kay na may mga kuan. Mga patay dito.
Wala naman po. Kinaamas kilid sa kursada. Mo na yan kumuwan kay dili lagi patrabaho. Okay. Kung arrange sa iyang balay, may karaan. Bubakak pag yun.
Di siya kapugong.
Mga anak eh. Di naman kaya.
Si Bubong, buhi pa. Mas tigulang pa si Bubong. Mas tigulang pa si Bubong kang Ayas.
Tigulang, nag-get naman po si Bubong. Pero trabaho si Bubong. Kapto mga ito parang adlawa dili doon sa amuha.
Yang asawa mo ragi hapon.
Ano dito? Abroad din ang asawa eh.
Ay, ning abroad na yung asawa?
Abroad din ang asawa.
Asa man ning abroad?
Ako itong asa ng abroad ay sige po padala kwanta kaya yung mga anak estudyante na.
Si Kuan mo'y nabilin. Si Bubong mo'y nabilin si mga anak.
Si Bubong.
Daoy.
Mga bata niya, nag-eskwila mo po.
Dorimi ra ba tong mga anak? Daghan kayo?
Daghan ay. Kuan yun. Ipay mo slang din niya kuan.
Mao gyud.
Kinabuhi.
Pila yung anak? Unom, pito.
Asus, daghan man.
Kan mo, isa ka dosina.
Wala ko sila.
Subano, manggod po yung asawa. Okay ra sa ilaha ba?
Guwapo kayo, pero sila.
Subano, gwapa kaayo.
Kuan ka. So, kung happy lagi bubok.
Trabahan ti hantod karon. Trabaho gyapon.
Trabaho ng gyapon. At sabi, Juni ko. Abroad po ng asawa.
Si Idi, nakaasawa po.
Juni, si Idi.
Si Idi, nakaasawa. Nakaasawa po si Idi.
Oo. Ay, asawa, Idi to, aning abroad po.
Nakaasawa din siya.
Oo.
Sabi mo na kung may asawa to.
Si Juni, may kuan din sila. Singara naaragin sila, nagtrabaho.
Si June, kato yung asawa po. Buutan mo po to yung asawa.
Lagi. Daghan po kayo, sila ka anak.
Mga daghanon silag mga anak mang no?
Mga sila ka anak. Si Estet. Wala naman si Estet na kuan, si Man. Na may sakit.
Nagsakit siya. Ano may sakit?
May sakit. Naman siya ng kuan.
Ano na yung trabaho?
Naanam na. Dako ng kuan, katupon man nagkauli yung istilahan. Asawa.
Kuan di ay. Adunahan di ay.
Maayo man napagkabuta.
Kato si kuan, katong kinamanghuran nila. Asa naman to? Na-addict man to.
Oo. So, abroad na. To sa nagpudapita. Oy, layo oy.
Wala naulian na da ito. Na-addict man to siya.
Kung naulian na, nagpabakbuang na siguro to. Kaya takpunon puno to.
Gwapa ra ba kayo? Ano kaya ngalan na to?
Oo, Brunei. Ang sa pigiingon ni Brunei, Fernandez.
Brunei?
Oo, nurse man to.
Walang gaya, nurse ba ito? Si Binyang nurse po.
Nasa Marcos. Oo, nasa Marcos na side.
Hayahay ra din kabutang mga hayahay mga katunggalingan ni Ayas, wala na to.
Wala na. Ay, wala na nag-manage.
Mm.
Ngayon, Kuan Roy, sundalo mo to. Amo po na napagapag-utro.
Ayaw kay nahimutang si iyang mga anak ba nahimutang ra sa una kay luoy ba ikit puto ka himtang dato man to kay sila sa una.
May,
Pero di ba nagkuan sila si pares ni Bubong una luoy na lungkoy na kay nawong.
oo.
Sa una sila may tisoy-tisoy di anak sa bukong sa una.
Kuan, mga anak ni Ayat, mga sulinder kita yung mga kadalagaan sa una.
Mao gyud. Surrender kayo. Ay, mga tisoy-tisoy man.
Mga tisoy niya, mga ito sa kabutak.
Mga tisoy niya gwapo pagkabuta. Bye everyone. Thank you so much. Thank you so much Brother Dan. Thank you so much all of you. Thank you for the blessings. Thank you Lord. Bless all my friends. Good morning Sir Bob. Good morning HMM. Good night Philippines. Thank you so much Sir Terry, Ma'am Journey, Miss Liz, Miss Ann Taiwan. Yes, the JB. Love you all. Bye. Bye.